Right, everybody, as I mentioned, just getting out for 4 or 5 quick calls on the East Course up here in Powerscourt. Pretty nice day, as you can see. So, yeah, just going to get 4 holes in actually. So, not going to be too long, but yeah, film a bit, see what we can get on film if. Happy with that. High draw, as you'll see when we get down there. So, yeah, happy with that. Decent swing, but it's the wrong club. I didn't factor in. Like, I only hit a 9 iron there. Like, that's actually just a 7 iron, to be fair. But again, I'm just trying out new distances actually, so I feel like I've gained a lot of distance just with improving my technique and stuff I've been working on since I got lessons last summer actually. So I feel like I've gained a lot of distance, but not that much. Like, that was a 9 iron, so that was, I would say, probably about 160 yards, 165 yards to that pin. So it was definitely the wrong choice, but I know it's easy to say for the video, but I wasn't actually playing the yardage in that sense, was just seeing. So it was probably an 8. I could get there with an 8 into the middle of the green, I would say. But it was more, yeah, I'd say it was a proper 7 iron. So let's see how we can get up and down from there. So that's where I've ended up. So it's not too bad, I suppose. As I said, just testing out distances, but I'm not going to be able to film every shot because the course is actually quite busy. But let's see if I can get up and down from 2 from here. Play a 50 degree, a little bit of bumper and runner. If I can get it down there close, I'll be happy. Good connection. Very happy with that actually. So that was a very good, it was a good chip and run. I hit it into that bank there, as you can probably see, the little bank, the little crest there. So hit it into that. It checked up a little bit too much for me, but yeah, like, at least I've that putt for a par, which isn't too bad considering. So let's see how we go. Bogey to start. So bogey to start, not great, but listen, I'm just out testing. I'm trying to, as I mentioned, I think I've picked up a bit of yardage, so just trying different clubs and stuff like that. But yeah, bogey to start. First hole in the east. I'm only going to play 4. Yeah, and then I'm coming on to one of my favourite holes here actually on the east, which is the second. It's a relatively short par 5, but it's a tricky one in the sense that if your drive isn't long enough, you can be blocked out in trying to get onto the green in 2. So you'll see what I mean now in a second. But yeah, so a bogey start. Let's see if we can do it. Ball. So we're going to hit another one just for practice. See. So I got lucky here, guys. My first drive, which I pulled a bit, actually made it past the bunkers. So weirdly enough, a good angle in, but I'm just going to hit up with a pitching wedge and go and pick up my second drive. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah, got through the gap. Happy with that pitching wedge. Oh. I'll go over here now and get my second one. So I'm just putting this back in my stance. I'm opening up my stance to keep my hips and my shoulders square, and all I'm trying to do is, and I'm opening the face a bit as well, and I'm just trying to go a little bit of a holder off it. Like that. That has spun up. That is really good. Like, I'm actually happy with that technique. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. So again, I'm trying to open my stance, keep my hips and my shoulders squared out, open the face up, have the ball back in my stance, and just really a little holder offer, a little draw with a bit of right to left shape on it, trying to spin that on the green. So that's the thought process, and I'm actually where I was taught that and where I was shown that is from Mike Bender, really good, famous coach in the States who you probably all have heard of, on Instagram as well. I'll put his details in the description below. Really recommend following him, but I was lucky enough to get a lesson with him, and that's one of the ways he advocates short game. So I'm really trying to practice this method for this year. So opening up the club face, I'm just trying to get a little checker in there. So guys, I've measured the hole. It's 143 to the pin, the back pin, but as you can maybe see in here, the wind is coming hard off the right over my right shoulder, so it's going to help significantly, I'd say. So I'm going to hit a pitch and wedge, and yeah, let's see how we go. Believe it, went over the pin at the back. I am absolutely sick with that. Like, that came off like a rocket. I'm going to hit a 50 degree just as a second ball, because that was like, I couldn't hit that any better. I don't know if you could hear that on the camera. Like, as I was saying earlier on, like I do think, as I was saying earlier on, I do think I've picked up a lot of distance with the changes I'm making in my swing and stuff like that, and kind of doing other kind of workout stuff, which I'll maybe cover in another video. But like, that came out like a rocket. That was over the pin. That's the point. Now I know it's slightly downhill and there's a wind there, but like, that's 145 yards, you know. So let's try and hit a 50 degree. See how that works out. By the way, always tee it up on a par 3. Always tee it up. Yeah, the 50 was the right club, but I pulled it, I hooked it a bit, so it just bounced on the left of the green and went off the green. But yeah, just need to pick up the pace a bit here because there's a 2-ball behind me and I don't want to be delaying people on the course just because I want to make a video. But as I mentioned there previously, I picked up a good bit of distance actually not recently, but over the last few months. I've been doing a lot of like specific Pilates stuff actually for golf, and kind of doing stretches as well to complement that, and as well as swing technique changes. And I have to say, I've definitely noticed a distance increase. So like, that's obviously beneficial for any golfer. But again, it's whether you've got the time or not to do you know, Pilates and all that type of stuff, or the inclination. So, as I mentioned, my first shot here was a pitching wedge, 145 yards, right over the pin. And then my second shot, which was actually the right club, which is a 50 degree, I just clipped the left edge of the green and it rolled down the bank. So I'll show you now in a second, guys. So I'm only going to play the first shot because, as I said, there's two people behind me. I don't want to delay their day. So if you look over there, there's my second 50 degree shot, if you see it over there. So again, pin high, as you can see, but yeah, just pulled it slightly, and then as you can see, my first shot came over the pin and came off the back of the green. So yeah, now I know there's wind, I know it's downhill, but still, you know, that's it. Bullet ball. That's what I'm looking for. And the fade really, really suits me, even though it's not fading. So guys, thanks for watching the video. I don't know if even this will make it up onto my channel or not, because it's very much an impromptu video with arguably not the right kit with me. I didn't bring my wide camera or my wide angle lens, but thanks for popping along anyway. As always, a like and a subscribe to the channel would be greatly appreciated. And yeah, as you know, the season kicks off a bit, I'm hoping to get some more proper vlogs in, so let's see where my drive ended up. So as you can see, guys, hopefully, I don't know if you're picking this up on camera, so fourth hole in the eastern Powerscourt, you have your couple of fairway bunkers here on the right, which really aren't to play. Then if you come around, you've got a steep slope there on the left, kind of making the fairway a bit of a funnel. And then as we're coming up to my ball, to be honest, it was a pretty good disc smack. So I think I might start on this hole hitting a 5-wood or a 3-wood. Well, I don't have a 3-wood, but a 5-wood, because that drive for me now is probably only going to leave me about maybe 40 to 60 yards to the green, which isn't my forte at the moment. So just seeing how we go. Yeah, 64 yards. Try and hit a 54 degree, maybe puncture the right club though. Again, open that face up, ball back, and just like holding it off a bit. See how we go. Yeah, happy with that. Putt for birdie. So just coming up to the green now. Two lads over there just let me through, which is very nice of them. So you can see my ball in the left there. Yeah, so little putt for birdie. Thanks, lads. Thank you. So guys, 4 practice holes, that's what 4 practice holes looks like for me. So again, I usually just take a couple of balls, work on different yardages, different kind of thoughts and different types of approaches to the holes. I'm not worrying about scores or did I hit it well, or you know, did I birdie this or birdie that, or par even in my case. So it's really just getting the swing going. Even the bad shots are good for me because it gives me something to weight it against. So yeah, so that's what I try and do as much as possible, especially when there's no lockdown and the summer weather's good. Whether it's, you know, spin up here for lunch or get up after, you know, work, just for 4 holes. get out, get the swing going. I prefer doing that than actually just going to the range, because the range for me just doesn't work, both physically and you know, from a technical point of view. You have to be very disciplined on the range, I think. 20 or 30 shots where people just go and hit 100 and 100 of balls and doing the same swing, and there's no methodology behind the practice. So thanks for joining, guys. Again, I'm not too sure if this video will even make it up to the channel, but if it has and you're watching it, I thank you. Yeah, hopefully we can get some more detailed vlogs up in the future. So until I see you again, take care.